guys, it's Donna. Donna and Steve,
Hello, everyone.
And Grant is here, too.
Hello.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys listening.
We all have our own mics, which is cool.
Yeah,
they set us
really.
up with.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh, sore.
Steve, I'm going to get to see you today. Very exciting.
Yes.
Oh.
That's exciting. I can't wait.
All right, whatever.
We have to meet with our boss after the show. And obviously it's going to be bad to some extent.
Oh, for sure.
Rarely do they say, hey, I just want to bring you in quick to compliment you. But I always ask and hope that that's it. Whereas our boss even had to said, no, Donna, I won't be yelling at you.
Yes.
She will a little bit.
No.
Yeah, she will.
I think I know what it's about.
You do?
I think I know.
Do you want to tell everybody?
No, I don't want to tell everybody.
I think you're all going to be wrong, but that's okay.
What the hell do you know, Grant?
Nothing.
That's why I think I know exactly what's going on.
Grant
here.
knows what's happening.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Whose
you do.
side are you on? You on management side?
No.
Let me tell you, buddy,
I love
you're
you
in
guys.
for a bunch of boring meetings and anger. That's not true.
Nope, not at all.
I'm sore.
You're old.
What?
Yeah, a digital teamwork expert posted about this online. There's a new term called geriatric millennial.
I accept this, and I really feel like I'm about to sense a new identity.
Okay.
Tell me everything.
So, when were you guys born?
83.
84.
Yeah, you're both geriatric millennials. Oh. If you're born between 80 and 85, you're geriatric. So it's not a bad thing necessarily, okay? And it might mean you're a natural leader. Geriatric millennials are good with computers, but grew up in a world where people weren't glued to their phones yet.
Yes, Quay.
So unlike the younger millennials, you guys don't lose your mind when someone leaves a voicemail instead of a text.
Sure.
Especially now that you can read the voicemail.
Yes.
But I don't trust those transcripts.
Oh,
No, they're always off.
I love to just sing the Star Spangled Banner when I leave a message for somebody who's more unlikely to listen to it.
You do a lot of vocal runs to
I
see
do.
what is she going to do
and
with
I just
that.
I go on, and I'm like, woo, like happy birthday. If I sing happy birthday, it'll be a 10-minute version until it cuts me off.
Boy, what an upgrade. Happy birthday to you. Stevie Wonder's version was. That
so
really
good.
gave us some. No one ever sings it. We're all too afraid to sing it.
Getting back to you being a geriatric millennial.
I'm sore.
This is good for work because you can bridge the gap between older employees, i.e. moi,
Yes.
and younger hires. And
This
it's
is-
even more important with people who work from home.
This is why I am able to get along with both you and Millennial Hannah.
Correct.
I get you both.
But you know what? She likes me a lot more than you.
No, that is not true.
She does.
Nope,
It's
I'm pretty
true.
sure I'm her favorite person
She told
in
me
radio.
she told me last week her favorite is Donna.
See?
Yep.
There it is. Did she?
Sorry. Yes.
Did she really?
No.
Yeah, she loves me.
Oh,
She does.
You had us both. I was like, wait, what?
She even texts me on the weekends.
Steve, don't talk about me. I have this house plant and an old vinyl record. Steve.
54% of people in an online poll do not like the word geriatric.
It's a tricky word. And geriatric pregnancies, people are thinking about, that's when you're 35 or above. It just, when we hear geriatric, we all see cut open tennis balls
On the walker.
on the bottom of a walker. And it just feels that way. I thought this was all going to be about phase of life. I thought I was going to qualify because I've been married for so long. I have 4 children. I don't go out hardly ever.
Me too. Never.
I mean,
neither.
hardly bleeping ever do I go out.
I
And
just
if you know what I'm doing tonight, I'll tell you, big plans. Zip it, I'll tell you.
No, okay.
See, that's how I get along with the older folks. They like to be told to be
I'm
quiet.
sorry, men are talking. I forgot. Go ahead.
I'm going to stop at Payway tonight. And I'm going to pick up Payway.
Nobody cares.
No!
I just had a
I'll tell you,
realization.
that's the excitement of my week. Take out from Payway. I'm very pumped.
Can I tell you what I just realized?
Okay, though.
Do you guys remember Geritol?
Yes.
I didn't realize that it comes from geriatric.
What?
The word
Yeah.
geriatric.
Oh, yeah.
Geritol.
Is that a beverage?
No, it's a vitamin.
It's a vitamin. I say that because my mom starred in a church production of Harold and Gladys's truly terrific love story. She was Gladys. And there was this bottle, and I went to every rehearsal, and then they did it for 3 nights. I felt like my mom was on Broadway. And I'm sure she performed to tens of people each time. But it was like all the people that I knew at the church, so it felt really big. There was a bottle of Geritol, and there was a Geritol joke, but it was in a bottle. So in my head as a kid, it was always almost like
a drink.
Like Malox.
Oh, that sounded
Malax?
weird. Malox. No, it's Malox.
Is it Malox? Do you drink it?
Yes.
Is it the chalky drink?
It's, yes, which is for your tummy.
Yeah. Been there.
Right?
Am I right?
Toads. My goats. Anyway, you're a geriatric millennial. There you go.
Yeah, that makes great sense to me. Hey, by the way, speaking of geriatric millennials, I spent the weekend talking about this soreness that I feel. I just feel so sore. I was doing a bunch of yard work. I got all the trees planted this weekend. I moved a plant. It was a total of 7 plants in the ground, 7 trees in the ground, and then 1 plant that had to be transplanted from a freaking planter box thingy, and then had to put the other arborvitae up there, yada, yada, yada. So sore. But let me tell you this. After doing that and planting and digging holes, and I dug a hole 2 times bigger than it needed to be, and I had a neighbor come back and say, that's a pretty big hole for that pretty small plant. And then I did the math. I realized I was doing twice as wide. As I did the math totally wrong. Had multiple math brain farts this weekend. Actually, I had to call my dad and say, help me. I know I'm doing something wrong, and I cannot for the life figure it out. And then I told him, here's how wide the lawn is. Here's how far apart I want these 5 trees to be. How far do I actually do this? It was a low moment. Anyway, wake up, Donna, because this part is for you and all dog owners.
Okay, go.
You know how my dog just incinerated my lawn, and it's just got that whole hay patch in the front?
Yep.
I raked it up last night.
Yes.
Got all the dead grass off, or as much as I felt I wanted to. Yeah. And then I just got sick of it. I could have gone on forever. I could still be raking up little shards of dead grass. And then I got this like Easy Seed Scots or something,
Shade
Pennington.
Mix,
but it's specifically for dog repair.
I have that too.
And so I sprinkled it last night, and I will water it, and I'm very hopeful. I don't know. Is it going to work? You guys have used it before.
Got to water it. Make sure you water it.
You got to water it.
All right, I got sprinklers up front.
Yeah, don't miss it.
Yep.
And then hopefully if it goes well, I'll be all set.
All right, Steve.
Whoa. Donna, what'd you do this weekend?
Oh, good for me.
You're beautiful.
Thanks, Steve.
Wow, what a palatial property you
have. It's
a
tiny little shabby patio. Calm down.
All right.
Look, everything's faded. Anyway, I did some projects too. That I'll tell you about off the air.
Okay, great.
All right. I hung some patio lights. We got to play the College of Pop Culture Knowledge. Give us a call right now. Hey, we got to say a quick thanks to Chill Boys for sponsoring this podcast.
And for keeping my groin comfortable. I love Chill Boys. I love their boxer briefs. They are the most comfortable pair of boxer briefs that I've ever slid on to my body. No, I slide them on. You know why I slide them on? Because as they come up over my extremely well-developed thighs, I feel the cooling sensation. You feel it immediately. Donna, you do. You have felt it too. Yeah, they're made for guys, but you've tried them on. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, women like them too. I like to wear them around the house. They are absolutely the most comfortable pair of underwear that I have ever worn. That's because they source the best high performance and eco-friendly fabrics that the guys behind Chill Boys could find.
Yeah, you know what that fabric is? It's bamboo. You're putting bamboo on your legs. You think it's going to be noisy and clank around like panda food, but it's not. It's very comfortable. I'm telling you, it's the most comfortable undies you'll ever wear.
Bamboo material has natural antibacterial properties, so it'll keep you free from odor. It'll keep you cool down there. That's all I'm going to say about that. Get 15% off your first purchase at chillboys.com.
Use the promo code MyTalk. Chill Boys, comfort where it counts.
All right, let's play a game.
Time to go to college.
It's time to attend the College of Pop Culture Knowledge.
It's like quiz ball.
3 trivia questions to find out who's smarter. Donna?
Donna's a smart one.
Or Steve?
His brain ain't right, but it's fun.
And here's your host. I am Grant.
I want to see how smart you are.
All right, guys. Well, it's Monday, so we've got the College of Pop Culture Knowledge.
Cool it, Donna.
Hey,
I'm scared.
Donna's just a caller. Just
I think
making
the
a noise.
caller got a little excited there. We have Chris from Anoka with us. How you doing, Chris?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Really good to hear from you.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Big Nasty.
I like it. All right, Chris. So you're playing for a My Talk t-shirt today. Our topic is 80s number one hits. 80s number one hits. Okay. Do you want to play with
come with me.
Donna or Steve?
I need you. Please do this.
I'm gonna pick Donna.
Heck, Chris, I mean, did you even hear me just now? I wanted to be with you. Why did you spurn
Chris
my
is
advance?
my buddy.
Because I think Donna's gonna get it.
She's right.
Well, I almost have no chance of winning this. All right, fine. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 All right, Chris, you know how this works. We'll get your help here after Donna goes through these questions. Donna, are you ready?
I am ready.
In 1983, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton made the song Islands in the Stream one of the biggest hits of the decade. What popular disco group originally wrote this song?
I'm going to say the Bee Gees. I'm not sure.
In 1983, the song Every Breath You Take sat number one for 8 weeks and was nominated for a Grammy for Best Song of the Year. Who sang that song?
Shoot. I don't know if it's the Police or Sting. What year?
83, Every Breath You Take.
Shoot. I'm going to say the Police for now. Well, either way, it's Sting because he's the lead singer. Nah. All right, go ahead.
The song Another Day in Paradise was the very last number one song of the 80s. Who sang this song?
See, I don't know if it's Genesis or Phil Collins. I'm going to say Phil Collins. I think I'm going to need your help, Chris.
All right, Chris. Did you agree with all those? The first question was in 1983, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream was one of the biggest hits of the decade. What popular disco group originally sang that song?
I think Donna's right.
Okay, 83, the song Every Breath You Take. She said The Police. Is that good for you?
Yep.
And the song Another Day in Paradise was number one, as the last number one song of the 80s decade. Who sang that? She said Phil Collins. Are you good with that?
Oh God, I really don't know either. I'm stuck between the two. I'll go with Donna.
Okay, we'll go Phil Collins it is then.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's bring back Stevie Boy. Big Nasty, if that's what he wants to call him. Those are tough. No,
Those are tough. Really tough.
Well, I'm glad that they weren't too
right, hang
easy.
on.
They weren't too tough.
Really think, I don't know, I just went full Phineas. I think I just wrote a song while you guys were sucking it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to see how they do because they maybe didn't suck it up. Maybe they did pretty good.
They're 3 for 3. I get it.
We don't know. We really don't.
They don't know.
There's some trick questions in there.
All right.
But when you have two women of a certain age...
Hey, now.
Hey, I'm just saying. I just really sense that the 80s is the time that they identify with. And I was just a young pup.
That you were.
Mom!
In 1983, Steve was blessed on this earth, but not only was Steve blessed on this earth, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton made the song Islands in the Stream, one of the biggest hits of the decade. What popular disco group originally wrote the song Islands in the Stream?
Yeah, ABBA.
In 1983, the song Every Breath You Take sat at number one for 8 weeks and was nominated for a Grammy. Who sang this song?
Sting.
The song Another Day in
The Police.
The song Another Day in Paradise was the very last number one song of the 80s decade. Who sang this song?
Just give me the melody.
I don't know.
Ding twice. Phil Collins. Is that going to be Genesis? Genesis! Wow.
All right, okay.
I hope you're happy, Grant.
I am happy because these last two were a little bit, they could have been one way or the other, but I'm going to go based on what answers I wrote down here. The first one, here we go. Actually, let's start from the bottom up.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
The song Another Day in Paradise was the very last number one song of the 80s decade. Who sang this song? I had Phil Collins. Donna said Phil Collins. Steve originally said Phil Collins, changed it to Genesis. I'll take both of those.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
In 1983, the song Every Breath You Take sat number one for 8 weeks and was nominated for a Grammy for Best Song of the Year. I wrote down The Police. Both of you said The Police, so that is okay. I would have taken The Police or Sting, but yes.
Okay.
So we're 2 for 2 going into this last one. In 1983,
How's this one going to go?
In 1983, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton sang the song Islands in the Stream is one of the biggest hits of the decade. Which popular disco group originally wrote this song? It was, in fact, the Bee Gees, which means Donna and Chris are our winners. Nice job, you guys.
All right, Donna.
Chris, it finally paid off. Let's stay alive. Let's do the tiebreaker for fun.
Just for fun. You guys really crushed me. That's Phil Collins, technically. I just looked it up. That would have been generous of you, Grant.
Yes, I was going to take it only because both of you guys were going back and forth for it, so I kind of was with that, but it was Phil Collins. All right. This artist ruled the 80s, cracking out hit after hit. His hit Bad Machine was number 1 for 2 weeks in 1988. Who sang this song? Bad Machine. Big hit artist of the 80s. Think the 80s.
I'm bad. Machine. Bad Machine. Okay.
George.
I got it. I'm seeing smoke.
Oh. Is there a fire? Should we leave?
Jean jackets, maybe? I don't know.
George.
Is it Kiss? Is it Bad Machine?
Give us a hint.
Think more your neck of the woods, Donna.
Oh, Toby
Bon
Keith.
Jovi.
Trace Atkins.
Bon Jovi. Trace Atkins.
Bad Machine.
Bon Jovi was Bad Machine. Bon Jovi had Bad Machine. It was number 1 for 2 weeks in 88.
Do you remember this song, anybody?
Never heard of that.
Bad Machine.
We'll pull it up here.
Bad Machine.
Yeah, I can't believe that was a number 1 song.
I don't remember it.
Me either, so it didn't exist. Dear.
Yeah. Eli.
Well, you got yourself a nice My Talk t-shirt, Chris, so congratulations. If you stay on hold, I'll get that for you, and we can hear this
Chris.
This
song
is
here.
Bad
Donna.
Machine.
Thank you. Woo!
Yeah, Chris.
Knock it off, Steve.
All right, here we go with Bad Machine for a quick second. Of course, there's a skit in the beginning, so we'll just jump.
See, I'm gonna. Bad Medicine.
Oh! I did that on purpose, you guys. I did that on purpose the whole time. I was
like,
messing
well,
with
yeah, of course, this was a big hit.
you. Yeah, Bad Medicine.
Okay, different. Very
Yeah,
different vibe.
It wouldn't be a Monday or a week without Grant making a mistake, right?
Grant, it's
There we
all
go.
good. It's all good. It's funny.
You gotta hold on. Wait, that can't be right. Is that right?
Nope.
Yeah, it is. We got it. I am Phineas. All right, sorry.
I am Phineas.
Sorry. I was really taken by Phineas on American Idol last
Oh,
night.
God, you're funny, Steve. All right, you ready? Okay.
Time for a tip.
What?
Everybody on the show getting tipsy. Everybody on the show getting tipsy. Everybody on the show getting tipsy. Everybody on the show getting
Name a continent. Europe.
I wish that was a question, because Europe was a band, too.
One
Europe.
of these themes will be how we can incorporate Europe into their answers. It's Europe, Dura. Yeah.
Can we just do like a quiz of the most clever ways of working in Europe?
Okay. I could try to figure out a way to
Europe.
do that.
Yeah.
Syrup.
Oh, you want some pancakes? Yeah, you guys need anything else? Can we get some syrup? That'd be fun. We should go to IHOP and do that. Oh, man.
Jeez. All right, I have 5 life hacks you need to know right now, okay?
Okay.
Put onions in the freezer for 10 minutes before you choppity-chop them, because then you're less likely to cry. It takes longer for the juices to release the chemical gas that makes you tear up.
I don't know if that works. Your OBGYN says, okay, ma'am, just put your feet up there in the stirrups.
Can you imagine if you're about to do that and someone just dropped that on you?
Okay, use a cheese grater for hard butter if you're baking. It softens up a lot faster that way.
Okay.
And then you don't have to liquefy it in the microwave. Use nail polish remover to get permanent marker off your skin. That's great if you have kids, or if you're passed out at a college party. That would help then. Use Windex to get your ring off your finger. Someone who worked at a jewelry store said that it works really great. It's because Windex has compounds called surfactants that lower surface tension. And you could use chips for kindling to start a fire if you're having a problem. It could be corn chips, potato chips, drops, Doritos.
That doesn't even work.
I know.
Doritos.
They're flammable because of all the fat and all of the oil, and they burn slowly, which is what you want. So there you go.
While you did that, I was on a website.
I knew you
words
were.
that rhyme with syrup.
That's why I was laughing the
And
whole
there's
time.
a bunch of different ones too. It's kind of like Eminem style of rap rhyming that he told Anderson Cooper years ago on 60 Minutes. So even like encourage. Mint.
Yeah, I mean, you could take artistic license in so many ways.
You know, when we come back, if you're still here, and we'd love it if you were. Martha Stewart called out the New York Times for fake news, but for a very funny reason. I thought, I bet you people who love Martha Stewart read this story and say, that's why we love her. That's why we love her. And with that, we asked a very broad-based question today on Facebook. Who is your favorite celebrity and why? We'll get into your answers to that question and tell you what Martha Stewart is calling the New York Times out over. When we come back, it is the Donna and Steve Show on My Talk.
When summer rolls around, I'm looking for fun activities for my family and me. And that's why I love The Y. They have summer camps for kids, teens, and even families to enjoy together. Campers of all ages can go swimming, canoeing, horseback riding, and more. Become a Y member for just $5 and get discounts on these summer camps plus 25% off dues for the whole summer. Check it out at ymcanorth.org.
Okay, we're back. Donna and Steve on My Talk 1071, Everything Entertainment. Steve came up with our Facebook question for today. It's a very broad question, and I'm having a hard time trying to narrow it down.
I think I have one that comes to mind. The question is, who is your favorite celebrity and why? We will get to that here in a moment. Let me ask you this first, though. Do you happen to be a fan of Martha Stewart?
Yes.
Have you always liked her? Have you liked her just with her recent thing with Snoop Dogg?
I have always liked her.
Okay.
I admire her. I think she's really talented.
Is she on your vision board?
Yeah.
Well, here's why she's
Here's
in
a
the
fun
news.
fact. My bestie from college, Kim,
Kimmy.
is her executive producer of her show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So we could get Martha on this show if we wanted to.
Probably.
I mean, I got friends in Lone.
That was a drop for you right there,
Yeah,
Donna.
girls.
That was nice. You ever met her?
No, I never have. I just think she's so well put together and pretty. And she's aging just very beautifully.
I like her.
Graceful.
I love how she just doesn't give an F-type attitude. You
Yeah.
know, like everything that she's been through, she's still doing her thing, kicking butt. I love that she's just picked herself up and moved on. I love it.
Yeah, and I was talking about watching Bethany Frankel's show. Another, really awesome entrepreneur who is now a billionaire. Lots of respect. But Martha, there's something about her poise. Also a New Yorker or New Jersey.
Welcome.
She's from Jersey. But very poised and very not annoying.
Okay.
Okay, though.
Martha Stewart felt the need to correct not the New York Times, the New York Post, equally esteemed, after they erroneously said something about her peacocks. So there's some guy who wrote a book about peacocks. Random, but if it's your thing, it's your thing. Okay. The New York Post reviewed that book. Perhaps the most random thing of all of this is the review of that book upset Martha Stewart. She tweeted, quote, "The New York Post, again, fake news. They have a story on peacocks today and say I have 16 on my farm.
How dare they?
I actually have 21 of these glorious birds whose house is impeccable. They do not smell. They are so clean. Their voices are loud but fun to hear. They are so friendly."
Oh. I got to take a good look at a peacock.
Well,
Do you?
Yeah, it's
they
been a long time.
have. You familiar with, like, if you saw one in your yard, would it be scary or great to see?
I would probably lose my you-know-what.
When their feathers are fully adorned.
Oh, God.
Right? And they're out, and it's and peacocking, right? The male is trying to get the female.
Grant,
He's got all of his
get
stuff
your head
out.
out of the gutter right now.
Sorry.
Grant.
You're in timeout.
I know.
30 seconds, mic off.
Okay.
And then you'll come back and tell us what you learned. What do you see? Or what are you seeing with the peacock?
You asking me? God, so beautiful. Like
Peacock
so
feathers, nice way to
detailed.
decorate. Faux or shed,
Faux.
no animal cruelty. Peter, we love you.
Oh, man. It's like a fan.
So is this your first time
Really delving
seeing
into.
a peacock?
I guess it's my first time seeing it as an actual animal. It is majestic.
I don't even have the time to drive into that last sentence. Seeing it as
Grant!
an actual animal.
Stop it. Oh, my God.
Another 30 seconds, Grant. You got
Grant,
another
yeah.
30 seconds.
Another 30.
I mean, look, it's like my kids. I tell them, look, if you continue with that attitude, the timeout will not end. This is not going to end. So you need to get right. At the Pittsburgh Zoo, we used to have peacocks. It was so fun because the peacocks were just running all over the park. Everything else was in its own, what's the word I'm looking for? Display or, their own little environment.
But these were like free range.
Free range peacocks running around. It was great. All right, Grant, get over here.
Yes.
Stop it.
I
What
learned
have
two
you-
things.
what have you
Steve
learned?
has free range peacocks in Pennsylvania. And Donna hasn't seen a peacock in a long time. That's what I learned. And I'm done.
I mean,
back in
it
timeout.
looks like, yeah, totally. It looks,
I gotta look at this peacock.
it almost looks like a piece of art.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I guess we don't have to.
I got to get me one of those.
No. You don't need to own a peacock.
Grant, stop.
Okay.
God.
I'm sorry.
Grant. Dang it. Anytime I go to look up a peacock, it keeps auto-correcting me and taking me to
NBC.
the peacock. Peacock TV. I just show me a picture.
Show me your peacock.
Show
Ding, ding, ding,
me
ding.
a peacock. Mute. Oh, Kelly.
What's going on with that?
I think he's been muted. Oh,
Okay.
wow. Yeah,
so
there's
do you want to
something.
get to some of these responses, by the way?
Yeah, you threw me off. Now I just got to the peacock page.
It is beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Look at the little fascinator on its head.
Yes.
I mean, it's like little balloons
It's like
coming out of
that
its
Beatrice girl who was at Prince William's wedding a while back. I once went to we attended this like cathedral in New York. I was 12 visiting New York City with my mom, and there was a gathering that was going on in this courtyard area right after the church service, and we went out and looked at this cake, and it said, "Happy 100th birthday, Beat Rice." And I was like, "What?
Beat
What
Rice?
is Beat Rice?" They accidentally spaced it. It's Beatrice.
Oh.
And I was like, "Who is Beat Rice?" So anytime I hear Beatrice, I think Beat Rice.
Oh, that's funny.
I must have been in charge of that banner. That must have been my day.
Oh, God.
Back to the Facebook question today. Favorite celeb and why? The Rock is getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
Kind, charismatic, does good for others. Kim says Hugh Jackman. He's gorgeous, talented on all fronts, loves his wife. Next is The Rock, says Kim. Anderson Cooper from Jane. Compassionate, intelligent, and knows about pop culture. Darla says something that you might jibe with. Keith Urban.
Very nice man.
Talented, gives one heck of a performance every time. Keanu Reeves, Justine says. Wouldn't have said that 5 years ago. Just wouldn't have.
Yeah. He seems like a very good dude. Of course, Dolly Parton is in here. This is really random. Nina says, I love Jenna Dewan. Is that how you say her name?
Yes, formerly Jenna Dewan Tatum.
That's right. She's talented as a dancer and an actress. She's down to earth, has a great sense of humor based off of YT channel. And I'm obsessed with her style. That's cute.
Donnie Wahlberg.
What? Oh, Steve, look, we're getting some love.
It was
Yeah,
very nice.
Keep those standards low, people. Thank you, Michelle and Penny. We love you.
Dolly, yes. Another one there.
Pink, Jennifer Garner. We got to go. We got to get going, don't we?
Okay, well, not right
I'm
this
sorry.
second. Let me read one more. I'm looking at the clock. I think we got a little time.
Chris Eggert. Okay.
Dan says the best celebs are the people who refuse to take themselves too seriously, no matter what the situation. They know they're lucky to be there and just enjoy the moment. Tom Hanks and Bill Murray come to mind, but plenty more.
Brett said, Mr. Whipple, tough but fair.
Who's Mr. Whipple?
Don't squeeze the Charmin guy.
Oh, yes. We've had this conversation before.
Jason Momoa. Woo! I'm going to dance, and you can't stop
You got Jason Momoa. Then you got a Samoa cookie.
Okay.
Then you got a mimosa. Hang on. Then you've got a samosa.
Drop.
Which is, okay, I'm not even going to explain what it is. Look it up.
You look it up.
It's Indian cuisine.
We'll be right back.